The Strategy Room. Thanks for being with us here today. We have a very special guest that's joining me. A fantastic designer, Kenny Davis, is here. He's here to show us some of these beautiful pieces that he's selected. He is a celebrity designer extraordinaire. So we're very lucky to have him with us today. Good morning.
Good morning.
So
Thank
I've been
you.
admiring all of these pieces, including the way you're dressed. So you've got it all put together.
Bless you. Yourself as well.
You have. Thank you. You have a really interesting background. You do celebrity design. Tell us a little bit about that.
Primarily, I work with a number of celebrities for on-camera and production jobs.
So what does that entail? What does that mean?
I do the behind-the-scenes production design. I will take their homes and completely redesign the interiors for production.
So if I come to you and I say, I've got a production that I want to do, I need you to come in, transform the space so that the viewers, the people will think that I'm fabulous and have great taste. What do you come in and do?
First, I would get a sense of who you are. I would try and channel what your aesthetic interests are. And then I would primarily look at the space and create the space such that it is reflective of everything you are, both as a celebrity and to give a real punch for television or on camera.
So it really matches the person's kind of their character, their persona.
Absolutely.
Or maybe even improves upon it a bit, right?
I like to think so.
Yeah, right, make it look even more interesting and exciting. Tell us about some of the pieces you have here, which I just think are so gorgeous. We see him here on camera getting in everything. Where would you like to begin?
You know, the light shades are something I'm really into, both of which have been used, as a matter of fact, with P. Diddy.
Oh, great.
Yes. I just think they're super sexy, basically for anyone out in America who wants to do something like that, who really wants to add a punch of color or a design element to their homes, would be to take a lampshade, a la these, and
so these are drum shades.
Drum shades.
In terms of their shape.
Absolutely.
And then do you then go pick and select fabrics to cover the shades?
Yes.
Okay, depending on what, because they don't come,
Whatever.
like these two, how did you create these two? Because I think these are just show-stopping beautiful.
You do? Thank you.
I love them. I'm crazy about
You do?
them.
Thanks.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
No, I just went out. I was inspired by the black and white. It was kind of the energy I was feeling for P. Diddy, and just had them made. Again, I think they're super sexy too.
Now, what kind of base would you put this on? Because these really stand out. So I imagine that you don't want a base that is too complicated or busy that's going to compete with these pieces.
Actually, no? You know what? Rather than a base per se, I would most probably turn these into pendant lamps, like above a dining room table, to give more of a mod appeal. But what you could do, which would be super sexy, if you can find it, is get like a Murano glass vase. Have you seen that?
Yes, absolutely. I have Murano glass in my apartment.
Okay, love that. Loving that. Okay, so like a 3-foot Murano glass vase, put on top of a piece of a 1-inch acrylic, slam one of these on there. It's beautiful.
Oh.
Super hot.
Now you're speaking to me. Let me
right?
tell you. Now, what about all these beautiful accent pieces?
And
gorgeous.
And before we do that,
okay,
Kimberly, if I can just mention that, basically everybody in America has white lampshades. It's either white or black.
It's true.
And it's like, hello, everybody needs to, add color to their life. They need to, don't be afraid to go out, get a lampshade, and redo it in color.
Can I tell you that you
know
will
what I'm
not
saying?
find one that's just plain white in my apartment? It's the funniest thing.
You don't, really?
No, I'll buy the lamp depending on, what I like in terms of the shape or the style of it that's interesting. And the first thing I do is I remove.
You do?
Yes. And if I like the shape of it, I'm a big fan of like drum,
right.
shades like this. So what I do is I then go and pick a fabric that I think is really beautiful, really gorgeous, that has some pop to it or some texture, maybe a little bit of, I have these little sconces above my fireplace.
Right.
And they have a little bit of like silver, kind of iridescent, like velvet trim on the top, and then some sheer elements to it around. It's like a really sheer kind of bluish steel gray. With,
Really?
It's really nice, and it looks really interesting.
It does.
Yeah, and they're little lucite balls. They're like curved like
Beautiful.
that, and then with the shade on top. And then I just, if I don't find something that I want to cover it, then I give it to my doorman, the extra white shades. And he seems to be very excited about having the lampshades. I'm like, I've got
That's
another one.
nice.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
'cause
that's
somebody
good.
else maybe wants it.
Yes, absolutely. Do you know where that acrylic ball lamp comes from?
Where?
The original was done for Coco Chanel in Paris.
See, now I
in
know
the
why I
20s.
like it.
Yes, you're on top of it.
That's so